Yeah, I was done. I was hoping that I could have went to both parks same day. That probably would have worked out a little bit better for me. And then I was gonna just, be tired, drive home in the morning. Tuesday hit, drive home. But I spent a little time at Disneyland, and then I had to actually go back to pick up this painting. Like the little caricature drawings or whatever that they do. So I had to go back. Um, but while I was waiting, you know, at home, I checked my bank account and it was low. It was not low yesterday. Yesterday I was great. So when I saw that, I was just completely turned off from the whole idea of spending money and staying another day, going into a park, you know, looking at stuff, being like, nah, I can't even get that. So a lot was playing into it. And, I would have stayed, but I was already, I was getting bored. Not really alone. It wasn't so much alone, but I was bored. It was just boring. I mean, I kept having this idea of, I'll probably, meet somebody there, a friend or something like that. Um, go on a ride with some strangers and laugh. But I don't know. The world is just. I don't know. I felt very isolated, like I was in my own world and everybody else was in one big world and I was by myself. And obviously that's not what it was. It was a group of people everywhere. And yes, I laughed with a few people, talked to a few people, but nothing like substantial. But seeing families together when this trip originally was supposed to be kind of like a family trip, at least my son and someone else. Like being there, having fun on a ride by myself. It was kind of like a quiet fun. It's like a lonely fun, like an alone fun. Like it was like, how you play a video game and you're just like having fun playing a video game. It's like, it's great. But you remember when you used to play with a friend, play a sports game, some competition with a friend. Me being at an amusement park by myself, it felt like that. Like it wasn't like boring like that. It was just it's kind of better if you're doing this with somebody. And I didn't really have that thought before. I felt like I could just go, and just see the mountains. I guess this is the grapevine. I don't know. I never know what that actually is because there's no sign that says grapevine. If it is, I never saw it. But anyway, yeah, like I was just there. Like I felt like I should leave that up to the people who are there enjoying family for some reason. And it was actually a great time to be there. Like lightning passes, which I did not know, they cost $399. I thought it was like maybe a $50 upgrade. $100, and that's crazy. But it was $399 for a lightning pass. Now the thing is, I actually got there before the park actually opened. Like you can go in, but you can't go through the park. You can check in and everything. So I didn't have to wait on none of the rides really. The longest I waited was maybe I want to say maybe 12 minutes. You know, get in line and you wait, you walk around or whatever. But you could be waiting in some of those lines for like 55 minutes to like 2 hours. I remember when we went to Universal Studios a few years ago. We wanted to get on the new Mario Kart ride, and now that time has passed. Um, we waited in that line, I want to say probably 2 hours. It was probably something like an hour and 40 minutes. And when I tell you that ride was complete trash and it was not worth it, it was almost like a troll. It was like being trolled with a ride. That's the way the Mario Kart ride was. It was boring. I thought it was going to be like a real, like kart racing type you know, type of like ride or whatever. Like you control the car maybe. And no, you're in a go kart, and you kind of play it like a game, but it's not like you're really doing anything. I think you can like act like you're shooting, but it was horrible. But we waited in that line for like over an hour and a half. The funnest part about it was walking around and seeing like all of like the scenery. You know, it was like walking through a life-size Mario castle, King Koopa castle or whatever. So that was the best part about it. That was actually cool, but you know, you're there for the ride. But anyway, saying that to say, like, you know, this was the best time to go to Disneyland. I picked the right time, just was by myself, so it was boring. You know, like I keep saying boring. That's not the word I'm looking for. It was like a silent fun. You know, like I'm coming back from Disneyland early. I was gonna go to California Adventure tomorrow, but I was like, nah. But anyway, yeah. So that's just a quick catch up. Watch it from the beginning. But yeah, like I was there, and it was like I wanted to. I was like, man, like I should be with people. You know, that's what the real truth is. It's like I should be with people. Um, well, and I saw other people walking around the park by themselves. You know, I don't know if they were by themselves or just got separated. You know, maybe somebody was coming back from the bathroom, and I don't know their situations. But walking around, being in line, like rides, you know, roller coasters are fun, you know, but they're not so fun to be like, oh, I gotta go get on that by myself. It just wasn't working for me, and it was really hot, which I wasn't really worried about that. But you know how sometimes things just really just seem like you're forcing it? That's the way it started seeming. Like last night when I got out there, you know, I took like a quick little rest or whatever in the hotel. That was a little exciting getting to the hotel, you know, the drive and all that. But I I was like, I'm gonna go out, you know, see what I can see. I couldn't find food at first. Excuse me, I sneezed. It was hard to kind of find food. Hi, I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine, thank you, 65. Justin, Benita Sanchez, if you're still in. Um, like I was like, you know, restaurants, but everything was kind of like on the strip of it all, and I was like, man, I'm not gonna. I parked. I'm not gonna leave and have to find parking and everything. So I was like, I'll do a lift, but then, you know, I was like, I'll walk, but then like, nah, like that'll be too far of a walk. I ended up just getting some pizza and some pasta that was at the hotel. Went back upstairs, ate it. Then I was like, all right, now where's the clubs at? Like, I know they have like downtown Disney and all that. So I was like, I'll go to downtown Disney, find a nice little restaurant to sit in. That's where I'll meet people. You know, that's where I'll say hi and, you know, get a drink. And if some ladies in there, ask them if I could buy them a drink, blah, blah, blah. I go and I go the wrong way. I get there. I'm looking for this place called I think it was a steakhouse, but in it was supposed to be this place called the Lounge. So I'm like, oh, the Lounge sounds cool. You know, that's like late night vibes, right? I'm looking for it, but I turned the wrong way because I get into downtown Disney. I'm like, oh, I'm here, so I'll see. I'll bump into it. I walk all the way through downtown Disney to the end of it, and then I don't see it. So I'm like, okay, clearly I went the wrong way. But I did see a nice little spot that I could have sat at. I don't know why I'm sneezing suddenly. I hope I didn't catch nothing in that open air. Oh boy, that's different for me. It's like pepper or something, and I don't know. I look back on the map, and I went the totally wrong way. I went right when I should have went left. So I get to where it says the lounge is or the steakhouse, and it's gone. There's nothing there. It's another restaurant, like a nice family friendly restaurant, like Goofy's Kitchen or something. And then I look in the mirror. I mean, I look in the window and I see Chippendale Rescue Rangers dancing. I'm like, this can't be it. So I asked, like, hey, what happened? Like, oh, it's been gone since COVID. I'm like, oh my, why does it still have it on the map? Like, you know. So that was that. I left, I went back to my hotel after walking. That's right, I walked there, which was like over a mile walk, which was fine because I got to get my steps in. That was cool. Two drinks, just like a little shot of whiskey or just whiskey straight. And then again, I'm not really worried about the price. Really worried about the price, but I wasn't expecting it to be 90 cents for a whiskey pour and a whiskey sour. 38.90. Not 30. Thank you. I'm fine. Not 30. 39.50. And then you can't be a jerk and not tip. So 49.50 for those drinks. Okay, cool. So of course, I sip them, look around. I don't see no baddies nowhere, nothing like that or whatever. So I finish my drink, then I go buy some more stuff out of like the little convenience store thing in there. It's I don't think it was like a what is them things called? I think I have it like a Cutwater, um, a signature cocktail drink, and then like a smaller one or whatever, Cosmopolitan or something like that. I don't know. It was I was just like I'm trying to get it. That was like $57. So I'm spending money. I'm spending money, but like I said, I'm good. Like I checked, I'm straight. I knew what I had. So yeah, that was cool. I'm going home. So you know, I'm I'm good. Drink a little bit, get home, get back to the hotel, drink a little bit, lay down, I fall asleep. I have some fantastic sleep. Fantastic sleep. Wake up, I'm good. Like, all right, gonna get to the park. Even though I was already in my head, like, I kind of want to go home. I mean, of course, I was gonna go to the park, but I was like, after this, like I said, I want to do both. I want to just do both so I can, drive home in the morning and not go to the park, then drive home. And I was worried about parking too because the guy, when he did my, when I checked in, I don't know why I always forget about the security deposit. I'm like, I paid already for the hotel. Then he's like, he adds on like another $150 for a security deposit. And then he says, oh, and you're parking with us, we'll just add that. I'm like, oh my, like, again, I know what I got, but y'all taking it all. So anyway, I get into the park in the morning. I get me some breakfast. Breakfast was not great, but it was filling. It was filling. When I get in, that's the line from earlier. I bought my Disney ears. Them was $39.52 actually, close to that. $40 for some little Mickey ears. But anyway, I buy that. I get my breakfast. After getting on 2 rides, I almost felt sick from the rides. Like I'm just too old for this. Just too old for this. But again, I'm spending my money, and like I said, I buy one of those little caricature paintings, but I had to come back to get it. So I go home because I stayed till about 12. I was there since 8, so that's like 4 hours. And my phone died, so I had to go charge my phone. So I get back to the hotel, try to take a little rest, a little nap or whatever. Watch the second episode of Lanterns. It's actually really good. That is a very intense show. It's very dramatic and serious. It's lighthearted in the jokes, but it's very kind of serious. So I lay down after that, and then I check my balance. Well, I didn't check my balance. I get a notification or an email. I saw that, and that pretty much ruined it for me. I was like, yeah, I gotta get up out of here. I can't do it. I'm cool. I'm cool. I started moving money around and all that, and I was like, I'm out of here. So I still had to wait because I had to go back to get the painting. So, you know, got a shuttle. Luckily, paid $6. The shuttle was supposed to, you could use it all day long for $6. That's cool. Wish I would have knew that before I spent $20 on the lift. Spending money. I was throwing money away. Throwing money away. But ultimately, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I got to get up out of here because I thought about it. I was like, I could stay. I have enough money to stay, but then I was like, you know what? Parking was $58 a day. I mean, normally whenever I've stayed at a hotel, I didn't know you had to pay for parking. I never paid for parking at a hotel. Anytime I've stayed, especially in Vegas, like I didn't know you had to pay. It wasn't $58. But yeah, so luckily I got out of there before they charged for the next day or at least the next hour, right? So I was like, you're taking all of my money. I got to get up out of here. So yeah, I'm on the road home. Uh, I still got to charge again, so probably pull over. Well, I mean, it's driving to the next charger or the first charger. I don't know what you can see right now, but uh, 47 minutes to the next charger. And it's like going like before I didn't get to the first charger until much later. But yeah. So it's gonna be a shock when I get home because everybody thought I was staying until tomorrow, but nah, I'm good. I'm good. I couldn't see myself staying another night and then going into the park, the California area. So basically, and you know what? To be honest, I lost a lot of money. That to a 2-day pass was I think close to $200 or more, but I bought 3, and the other 2 people didn't come. And I left my hotel a day early, and I didn't get no kind of refund or like discount or anything. Oh, boy. So I'm out of a lot of money. But I don't think I'll be doing solo trips again. It's just not. It's just not really worth it. I could. I could. I'm fine at home. I'm fine being chill alone at home. Like a few years ago, I went to Utah. Was it Utah? I think I don't know. Yeah, Utah. It wasn't Colorado, but I think it was Utah. And again, it was the same feeling. I don't know why I didn't remember that feeling of being in a hotel room by myself. It's a horrible feeling. It's like, this is not my room. I'm not as comfortable. Hey, Andy. I'm like, being in a hotel room alone, it's like, there's nothing to do but go to sleep. No one to talk to. No, it's not fun. You don't really watch TV in the hotel room. You might have it on, but you're not really like, oh, I got to watch this show. But yeah, I should have remembered how I felt when I was in Utah by myself. You just feel like that's the word. You just feel, even if you're having fun, you just feel out of place. Like a business. What else? Why are you there? You're there to entertain yourself. Like it ain't that much entertainment in the world. Like I went to Utah because I just want to see a new state, a new place or whatever. I'd never been to too many. I didn't travel a lot. So I was like, I'll just, pick a spot. And I went. And there was this festival there. So I was like, it was like a music festival. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. That'll be my event. That didn't even turn out right. The one band that I knew that was on the roster they didn't perform. So that was like, I stayed there all day waiting for the concert. And they didn't even perform. I did a lot of other cool stuff. I met DMC from Run DMC. That was cool. Got a picture and everything. That's another story. But yeah, you just feel out of place. You see everybody like talking to each other and you know walking together. You see families holding hands and all that, and I'm like, I gotta go home. I'm fine. Are you a bot? You keep asking the same thing. I don't need a bot on my live. It's weird. But anyway, yeah. So I'm on my way home. But why do you keep asking the same thing over and over again? And I'm literally talking, and you said I'm doing fine. Like, what are you talking? You're doing fine. Anyway, I'm glad you're not a bot. But can you ask more questions? Send me a picture. Who are you? Where are you from? Answer some real questions. Let me know you're real. Send a picture. Find my link. You'll figure it out. Find a way to send me a picture. Um, yeah. So anyway, I'm on my way home. I probably have, I don't even know. Probably have like almost 3.5 hours left before I get home. Oh my God. Find me on Instagram, just Deontay Lamar. Or you know what? Cash at me since I'm talking about money. ID Lamar. Cash app ID Lamar. Any amount. Yeah, I'm on my way home. I couldn't do it. Where's everybody else? Normally these lives be getting more people on there. I guess it's a Monday night. Oh, you're 9. Oh, my bad. I don't talk to children. Um, yeah. Whoops, I wasn't watching the road. I got a long road to go. I probably would make it quicker if I just drove myself and not let the car drive. It's getting dark. All right, I'm bored anyway, actually, on this. But, yep, check out the music. Click the link. Boom, bam, boom. I'm on my way home. I can't